Hey, it's Jeff Winship, the Mortgage Loan Ranger. So, we're moving along in the loan process. And one of the things that I can say is that if you can get everything into us as quickly as possible, that's going to ensure us closing on time. I also want to point out that if something is asked for, it isn't a option. It's something that underwriting is requiring. And as we go deeper in the process, especially for those of you that are self-employed, that uncovers more information, and each time more information is uncovered, then more documentation to support that is needed. So, with that, and no further ado, here's the documentation that's needed for traditional lending. We need the most recent driver's license, both front and back, the last 30 days of pay stubs, your W-2s for the last 2 full years, and your bank statements for the last 60 days, and that will consist of all pages. So even if the last page says page 4 of 4 is blank, we still need it because the underwriter is going to request and require that. When we're using retirement funds like a 401k, most of the time we're using it for what is called a compensating factor. That makes your loan stronger. We'll need the most recent statement for all pages, I should say, for the last 30 days. And then we need something that's called a summary plan description. And that quite simply is the terms and conditions if you were to have to get money out from it. The government requires this. That can usually be found from your HR or your plan administrator. Most of them are found online, and they're 40 to 60 pages long. Now, when you presented the offer, you had to present earnest money. That is in the form of a trust money, where that money was wired to your agent, or you wrote a check. And if you wrote a check, then we need to have a copy of that canceled check, both front and back, when it's gone through the account. The trust account, I can obtain that from your agent and show proof of that. Now, if there is a divorce involved or has been in the past, we need the complete divorce decree, including all pages. If there is child support, we need the child support and all pages as well. If there is a pension, then we need the pension that shows that you're going to be entitled to X amount for the remainder of your life. And if there's Social Security, then we need your cost of living adjustment, or basically the document that they send you once a year. It's usually 2 total pages, both front and back. If you're a veteran, we will need a copy of your DD 214, the certificate of entitlement. We can obtain that on your behalf. Now, most importantly, if there are ever more than 2 months in a employment history, which we need for 2 years, then we need what is called a gap letter. And quite simply, that's just going to state that during this time you were unemployed or you were actively seeking employment, whatever that reason might be, it just needs to be written out or typed out and signed and dated. If there was a bankruptcy, we need all bankruptcy papers, including the schedules, as well as the discharge papers. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to call me. I thought putting this on video might help, and you'll have, of course, detail in your email as well. Thank you again for your business.